Hey guys, a long time since I've done a video on this channel, but I just thought it'd be fun to do a quick one now. The reason is I'm kind of going through some of my old memorabilia, which I haven't had a look at for a few years. So I'm kind of going through and cataloguing it. And I've done some videos on the channel previously, looking at some of the memorabilia, but I know that was quite popular. But there's also there's loads of stuff that I haven't put up yet. So I was going to have a quick go through and see if there was any interest. Then I would publish some more of these. Just very quickly, there's a Turkish lobby cards for the Final Terror of all things. I love getting the old press books like this one. There's Redeemer, Son of Satan. And again, sort of lots of those to go through. I think I did do a video for the what I have on Happy Birthday to Me. I've got this massive, great folder of stuff here. Also another big one for My Bloody Valentine. I think that's probably the Spanish lobby card from some Spanish country. The Paramount Press book in there. So I've got these all separated into the movies. So certainly the big ones from the early 80s. So like this, so the Funhouse. Again, some probably Mexican or Spanish lobby cards there. Graduation Day press block, which they used to use for obviously laying out the press ads in the early 80s. So what else have I got in here? I've got stuff for Hell Night. Again, I think that's probably a Mexican lobby card. I used to collect a lot of those. And again, more Mexican lobby cards. It's time for Superstition, which is one of my favourite supernatural slashers, which I did a solo commentary for recently for Imprint Films in Australia. Big folder here of stuff for The Burning, which again, I think I have done a video from probably 13-14 years ago. Also got one here for The Prowler, which was released overseas as Rosemary's Killer. I think it may be the Belgian cinema poster there. Another big one, stuff for Prom Night. I think that's the exploitation manual there, and some great lobby cards. Another press block there for Final Exam. Again, the stuff they used for the press ads in the newspapers. Got a few bits there for Humongous. Also for Night School, aka Terrorise, as it's released in the UK. I've got some random bits and pieces like the press book for April Fool's Day, which is a fun one, and some press stills, so again they would use those for reviews in newspapers. So that's got a few bits and pieces for The Boogeyman. Also Visiting Hours, that's the Japanese program. So in Japan they would sell these programs at films, so you had loads of great photos and stuff in there. And again, so if there's interest, I can go through these a bit more. Visiting Hours, fun fact about Visiting Hours, it was the first X-rated trailer I ever saw in front of a Disney movie at the UK cinema when I was probably all of 13 years old. And I said I really want to see that, and I didn't see it for a few years until afterwards. He Knows You're Alone, United Artists press book there for the movie. Now this one's a fun one. This one, I don't know if you know what that one is. That is for the House and Sorority Row. It's the Spanish language promotional material. Siete Mujeres Atrapadas. So there's that. Got a big wad of things here from Halloween, and again, that's the original Japanese cinema program for the original Halloween, the release there. It's a signed copy of the script. I don't believe for a minute any of these signatures are real, but anyway, it's nice to have. This is a kind of fun grab bag of bits and pieces here. Actually, it's sort of pages taken from Variety for a lot of the movies. There's also, it's just as you can see, it needs organising. This is kind of for the great protest slasher, The Single Girls, with the amazing tagline, "Half clad, all bad." And searching for a man was a way of life. If they couldn't get him easy, they got him hard. So there'll never be a time like the 70s again. So loads of bits and pieces here which I need to kind of go through and organise. But I just thought it might be quite fun for to go through it a bit more detail. Some real rarities and oddities here. It's the National Lampoon's Class Reunion. I'm not even sure what this is, but it's obviously some kind of promotional material. Terrible movie, but it's fun to have these bits and pieces. A few other bits. There's Japanese cinema program for the original Black Christmas. I used to work at a cinema, and I got this. It was back in 1997. It's the publicity information for the UK release of I Know What You Did Last Summer. All sorts of different pieces. Demons, obviously not a slasher movie, but that, again, another Japanese cinema program. Japanese artwork for Maniac, the original, which I can't show the whole thing of because it will get banned off YouTube. Terror Train, which of course is the fantastic Jamie Lee Curtis movie. Another Mexican lobby cards here. Also got all sorts of bits and pieces, all these clippings from American newspapers, including this one, Deadly Lessons, which is a fun early 80s TV slasher movie, but very much based on the popular slasher movies of the time. Some Italian cinema posters. Also got here my big Friday the 13th Roger stuff, and again, I think that's the Japanese cinema manual for Friday the 13th Part 6. And I've even got the original. That was the thing they used in Variety to try and get the money to make it. So The Perfect Day for Terror, from the makers of The Last House on the left. So that's that. Hopefully you'll be able to see these. It's getting a bit tall, this pile now, so I'm not sure you get to see everything as you should. Eyes of a Stranger here, the Jennifer Jason Leigh's debut, and fighting the psycho in that. And all sorts of other bits and pieces. That's probably enough to be going on with, but I've got some more here. But yeah, if you're interested in seeing those in a bit more detail and possibly slightly better framed, then leave a comment, and hope you enjoyed that.